Gary Goldsmith, the uncle of the Princess of Wales, has been in the celebrity Big Brother house for just 3 days. But already he has been spilling the beans about his famous niece and some other members of the royal family. When Gary Goldsmith entered the celebrity Big Brother house, viewers waited with bated breath to see how much he would spill about his royal relative, the Princess of Wales. And in the space of just 3 days, Gary, who is the younger brother of Kate's mum, Carol, has opened up about his niece, her husband, Prince William, and offered his strong opinions on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Prior to going in the house, the 58-year-old insisted he wouldn't embarrass Kate or his family whilst appearing on the show, but so far there have been several moments that might have been uncomfortable watching for the royals. In the latest episode of the reality TV series, Gary controversially discussed Kate's health. There has been huge speculation on social media about the Princess of Wales after she underwent abdominal surgery earlier this year. Kate left hospital on January 29th and is recuperating at her Adelaide Cottage home close to Windsor Castle, but is not expected to return to official duties until after Easter. His discussion came after fellow contestant, Love Island winner Ekansu Kulkaloglu asked Gary, "Where's Kate?" He replied, "Because she doesn't want to talk about. The last thing I'm going to do is. There's a kind of code of etiquette. If it's announced, I'll give you an opinion. I spoke to her mum, my sister. She's getting the best care in the world. And all the family's done is put the wagons round and look after family first before anything else. They put a statement out and just said she's taking some time to recuperate and we'll see you in Easter." Ekansu probed, "I've heard mixed things about Kate and I don't want to make a comment, but whatever it is, do you want her to come back?" To which he replied, "She'll be back, of course she will." Meanwhile, in an earlier episode, Gary admitted that Kate is difficult to get hold of at the best of times, amid speculation regarding her absence from public duties. Discussing his niece, he told Louis Walsh and Sharon Osbourne, "It's difficult to get hold of Kate at the best of times, and she's got children, and I love the fact that she's putting family first." It came after an interview before he went in the house and addressed conspiracy theories. He said, "I think they should leave her alone right now because there's a reason why the family are not talking about it and they are giving her a little bit of space. I just think it's fundamentally wrong, and if it was happening to anybody else, they would think to give them some space. But because Kate's Kate, she does such an amazing job. There's always interest in her. She's the #1 royal for a reason, and I just beg people to give her some space. I do think that they're changing the dynamic and they are family-centric. They've got duty, and it's a privilege to have the roles that they do have, but it's family first. You've got to look after yourself. You put your own oxygen mask on before you look after others." In his personal message to her, he also said, "Kate, get well, love you, and when you're ready, we'll see you again. That's what we do to anyone else. Why not her?" In another moment from Tuesday night's episode, Gary was asked whether he had to get permission from the royal family to take part in ITV's reboot of the popular reality show. But the millionaire dismissed the idea in just 7 words. "No, I don't need to do that," he said firmly. "Me being on the show has not been a topic for debate. I love my family. They can trust me that it's all going to be okay. My heart's in the right place with the family." His sister Carol reportedly expressed her displeasure to her younger brother about his appearance on the show. With sources telling The Sun, Gary said he's been read the riot act by Kate's mum, Carol, and her dad, Michael. They aren't happy he's going into Celebrity Big Brother. It is infuriating for them. Kate doesn't need this stress. But it's not just Kate Gary has been vocal about. He's also spoken out about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, branding her a stick in the spokes and claiming she is creating drama. In scenes that aired on Tuesday, Gary was asked for his opinion on Meghan, who married Harry in 2018. He said, "I have the opinion that Harry was really loved, massively loved, and when they were a threesome, Kate, William, and Harry were really comfortable together. Loved." On Harry's relationship with Meghan, he continued, "And then suddenly there's an extra dynamic that comes in, puts a stick in the spokes and creates so much drama that I don't generally think is there, and rewrote the history and said how unhappy he was, and I just don't think that's fair. And then you can't throw your family under a bus in such a dramatic style and then write books about it and expect to be invited round for Christmas." And his criticism of Harry and Meghan didn't stop there. and he even went as far as suggesting they should be stripped of their titles. Chatting to former This Morning host Fern Britton about Harry and Meghan, she quizzed Gary on whether he had met the Duchess of Sussex. Kate's uncle said, "No, I think it is very unlikely now, as I've been very vocal about it." Fern added, "My feeling is, William must be furious now to have suddenly the weight of it all on his head and his shoulders when he could have shared it." And Gary replied, "He's got his father, his wife, his brother, while they try to reshape the royal family and modernize it. But I think William, has done an amazing job. In that horrible situation, it seems he has always had an olive branch open every time for Harry to come back and be part of the gang. I desperately feel that that is the case, but it is difficult to judge." Fern then mused, "It must be difficult to see two beloved sons warring that way. It's heartbreaking." To which Gary issued a warning and said, "I genuinely think they should take the titles away."